Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, we will see conditional formatting in Excel. We will go through what is conditional formatting, what are its types. We will learn some techniques like copy and paste, identify cells which are conditionally formatted, precedence of it, and how to clear that. What is conditional formatting? As the name indicates, it allows to format the data based on condition. Let's understand conditional formatting with this sample data. This is sample retail sales data, which give sales information for each customer for the product they have purchased. Before applying conditional formatting, in this data set, let's make the numeric data more consistent. For example, under this price, profit, and revenue column, if you see, there are some values which do not have decimal numbers, but there are few values like they contain decimal number. So let's make it consistent. How to do that? Select this data set, click on this top cell, press Shift, Control and down navigation key to select the data till the last row. And here you see this formatting options which allow us to increase or decrease or increase the decimal point. Let's decrease it and make it a whole number. Same thing we will do for profit and revenue column. Now, to apply conditional formatting, let's apply it on the revenue column. Select this column, go to the home menu, and here you see this conditional formatting option. By clicking on this, you can create the rules to format data based on their values. If you click on this drop down, these are the different types of conditional formatting which you can apply. You can highlight cell rules, you can format the data based on top or bottom rules, you can add bar to the column, you can add color based on the values, you can also add icon. We will go through all of this in detail. Before that, let's understand which kind of data you can apply conditional formatting. So you can apply conditional formatting to a column in a table, to the table, to the range of data. Say if you select this many values, you can apply conditional formatting to only this set of values. You can also apply conditional formatting to a pivot table. We will see that also later on. Let's go back to conditional formatting. Let's select this revenue column. If I click on this drop down, on the first option, it says highlight cells rules. So these are the rules which are used to highlight the cells based on the values, and the conditions you can apply like greater than, less than, between. So between say one value to another value, equal to, you can apply this text that contains to a text data, a date occurring. This will be applied to a date column, and duplicate values. So let's take a sample of duplicate values. So if I click on duplicate values, this pop-up arrives where it asks you to format cells that contain. You can select duplicate or unique. Let's say I want to identify which are the duplicate values that I have. Here you can select the type of formatting you want. By default, light red fill with dark red text would be selected. If you want to change that, you can do it. You can select from the available options, or you can do custom formatting. Say I want to give the fill this, and I want to give a border this. Okay, and okay. So with this, the duplicate values, the cells that contain duplicate values will be highlighted with the formatting we have applied. Let's see another example. If I click on this drop down, go to highlight cells rules, and let's see less than. So if I click on this pop-up arrives. It asks you to format cells that are less than. So here you can provide the value. Let's say I give 3000. So all the cells in this column whose values are less than 3000, they will be highlighted. Let me keep the default formatting and click OK. Now, what if you want to change the value in the rule that we have just applied from 3000 to 4000? So we can edit the existing rule. How to do that? Go to this conditional formatting drop down. Here you see manage rules option. If you click on this, you can edit or you can delete any existing rule that we have applied, or you can create new rule also. So if you click on manage rules, these show the list of rules that have been already applied. You can click on this and click on edit rule. This we will go through later on. Here you say this option format only cells with. So you can select cell value less than. You can change the value from here. Say I'll give 4000. Click OK and apply OK. Now you see this has been updated and all the values which are less than 4000 are highlighted. One more thing you might have observed, on this column we have applied two rules. So a question may arise, can we apply multiple rules on the same column? Yes, we can. And which one take precedence, that we will see later on under precedence of conditional formatting topic. For now, let's clear this rule. How to do that? Click on this column, go to conditional formatting, and you see this clear rule option. You can clear rule from the selected cells. So now all the rules that we had applied on this column, they have been removed. Now let's see this top or bottom rules. So under this, you can highlight the top 10 items or top 10 percentage of items, likewise bottom 10 items and above average or below average items. Let's click on top 10 items, and here you can format the cell that rank in the top, say top 10. You can change it, you can make top 11 as per your choice, and you can set the formatting style. Let me give this and click OK. So out of this, the top 10 values, they will be highlighted as per the formatting we have applied. Likewise, you can do and play around with the other options like top 10 percentage, bottom 10, and above average below. Now, what are data bar? Data bar, these are the bars which are created in each cell and which represent the value of the cell. Let me just click on this. If you see this, under this column, for each cell, a bar is created which is equivalent to the value of the cell. So what is the use of it? This data bar helps you to see the value of a cell relative to other cells, and it is helpful to understand the higher and lower values when you have large amount of data. Here you can format these data bars also. How to do that? Click on this conditional formatting, and since the rule is created, we want to edit the rule. We will go to manage rules. Now click on the data bar, edit bar. Here you can change the appearance of it. Say you can change the fill. It can be solid or gradient fill. Gradient is like it changes the shade from the darker color to the lighter color of the same. You can change the color, you can change border, color of the border. You can also change bar direction. So what is bar direction? It indicates from where the bar will start and where it will end. So you have these three options. Left to right means the bar will start from the left and will end on the right. Right to left, it will be reverse. It will start from the right side and will end on the left side. Context, it will switch between left to right or right to left as needed. Let me make right to left and click OK. Okay. So you see, this is starting from the right side, ending at the left side. Now let's see color scales. So what are color scale? These are the visual guides which helps you to understand data distribution and data variation. Now let's understand it. Under color scales, I have the options for 3-color scale, which allows to compare the range of cell using the gradation of 3 color, and 2-color scale, which allow to compare the cell range based on the gradation of 2 color. For example, if I click on this 3-color scale, you see this column is formatted in 3 colors, this, green and yellow, and strength of this color would vary based on the value of the cell. Let me go to manage rules. If you click on this color scale rule and edit rule, you see these options where you can set up the minimum, midpoint, and maximum value for this column. Here for by default, if you see for minimum, it is the lowest value, which is colored under orange shade. So in this column, the values which are falling or which are more towards the lowest value, they will be highlighted in the orange color. Similarly, the cells whose values are falling uh, in the range of midpoint values, they will be highlighted in the shades of yellow, and for maximum, it will be highlighted in the shades of green. Here you can change this minimum, midpoint, and maximum value. Right now, by default, it is for minimum, it is lowest value. You can by yourself, if you want to give some number, say I want to give 1000, I can do that. Same I'll do for midpoint and for maximum. Okay, apply. So this changes based on the values which I have given for lower, mid, and maximum value. Similar to that, you can change this scale to two color scale. So now instead of three color gradient, it will use a gradation of two color, where cells which are having values toward the minimum numbers would be highlighted in orange, and the cells whose values are towards a maximum number would be highlighted in the green color. Let's clear the conditional formatting. The next type of conditional formatting is icon sets. This is used to display the icons which classify the data from 3 to 5 category based on the threshold values. For example, if I click on this three arrow icon, this column is populated with three different icons of arrows, where this green indicate the highest value, yellow indicate the ranges of value to at the minimum value, and yellow indicating the values in the range of middle values. You can format these icons too. Let's click on this conditional formatting drop down, go to manage rules, click on the icon set rule and edit rule. Here, if you see, you have different options which you can use to format this type of conditional formatting. Say if you want to reverse the icon order, right now this green is indicating the maximum value. If you want to show it with red color, if you want to reverse the order of this arrow, you can click on this icon. Here you can change the ranges. Say for green, right now it is showing the green color for those cells whose values are greater than equal to 67%. If I want to change it to number and I want to make it say 9,000, so all those cells whose values are greater than 9,000 will be populated with the green icon. All those cells whose values are less than 9,000 but greater than 5,000 would be highlighted in this yellow icon, and all those which are less than 5,000 would be highlighted in red icon. Say in case if I don't want to show any icon for the lower category, I can click on this drop down and select no cell icon. If I click OK, apply and OK, see here I can see only icon present for the range of values in the maximum range or in the middle range. All those which are less than 5,000, they do not have any icon populated as per the configuration we have done. Let's say if you want to create a rule without going through these options available, then you can go to this new rule to create a new rule. Once you click on this, you get this pop-up where you can select different rule types based on which you can apply the formatting. Let's go through one by one. First is format all cells based on their value. So based on the value of the cell, you can apply conditional formatting. For this rule type, if you check this rule description box, you get different options. Under format style, you can use different styles like two color scale, three color scale, data bar and icon sets, which we have seen earlier. Based on the format style, the options below that will change. For example, for two color scale, you can set up the minimum or maximum value for the color. Under type, you have options like lowest value, or if you click number, you can give a number to be considered in the minimum range. You can set percentage, you can give your own formula, you can give percentile also. Similar options are available for maximum. If you click on three color along with minimum maximum, you can do setup for midpoint. Likewise, the options will be present for data bar, for icon set. Next, format only cells that contain. So if you click here, under description, you can format the cell that contain, for example, cell value between, let's say, 1000 to 6000. So this will highlight all the cells whose values are between 1000 and 6000. And you can set up the formatting by clicking on this format button. If you click here, you can set up the fill, the background for the cell. You can give select different border style and color for the borders. You can change the font and you can change the number format. Here you also have different options like if specific text which contains some value, or for date related column, dates occurring, and so on. Next, format only top or bottom ranked values. So here you can highlight the values which are either top values or bottom values based on, for example, if you give 10, top 10 values will be highlighted. Here, if you select bottom 10 values will be highlighted. If you want to consider the bottom 10% of the selected range, you can click on this checkbox. Format only values that are above or below average. So you can highlight or format those cells whose values are either above or below the average value. You can also format them based on the standard deviation above that or below that. Format only unique or duplicate values. You can format this column to highlight all the duplicate values or to highlight only the unique values. Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Here, you can give your own formula to format the cells, and this formula always start with equal to sign, and it is a logical formula. Logical formula which will give true or false as the outcome. Now let's try to create a conditional formatting using formula. To create that, we need to select the range of cells on which we want to apply it. For example, I want to do it on the revenue column. So I will select all the data cells to which I want to apply conditional formatting. I'll just click on the first cell, and by pressing Shift Control down button, I'll select the complete set of values out of in that column. Once I select this range of cells, the first cell, that is I2 cell, this cell is the active cell. And I'll be using this cell to give the formula in the condition. Now once you select this range of cell, go to conditional formatting, new rule, use a formula to determine which cells to format. Here I'll give my formula equal to active cell, that is I2, greater than equal to 6000. So I'll highlight all those cells whose values are greater than 6000 or equal to 6000. Once I click on the format button, I can change the formatting. Let me give a fill color and click OK. Click OK. Here you see all those cells whose value are greater than or equal to 6000. They are highlighted in the formatting we applied. Now copying and pasting of conditional formatting. Why do we do that? Let's say I have conditional formatting applied on revenue column in my dataset. I want to apply the same rules on price column. So do I need to recreate all the rules and conditional formatting on price column? Answer is no. We can reuse the formatting we have applied on the revenue column and copy that and paste it on price column. How we can do that? Click on the revenue column, go to home menu, this format painter option. If you click on this, this will copy all the formatting on the revenue column, and you need to select the column where you want to paste this formatting. In my case, it is price. Now this formatting is applied to the price column, but if you observe, nothing, no sale is highlighted in the price column. Why? Let's try to debug that. Select on the price column, go to conditional formatting and check this manage rules. Okay, we observe the rules are applied on the price column. However, nothing has changed. So if you see this formula, this is greater than 6,000. And if you observe the values under profit column, they are less. It seems none of the cell has any value which is greater than 6,000. Let's try to modify this. Let's change it to 900. Click OK. Apply to check if it works. Okay. So this is working. So the issue is with the range of values. Maybe similar goes to icon set. Here we have 9,000 and 5,000. Let's make it 900, 500. Click OK, apply and OK. So now by this way, by copying the formatting of revenue, we we are able to reuse the conditional formatting on the price column. Now, let's say you have a large data table and you are unsure where is the conditional formatting applied. Since it's a large table, you don't want to navigate or scroll up and down, right and left to see the conditional formatting applied. There is an easy way to find out where the conditional formatting is applied in the table or in a column. How we can do that? Go to home menu, go to this find and select option. If you click on this drop down and you see this conditional formatting, so this will find the conditional formatting cells present in the worksheet or in the table. If you click on this, this will highlight the columns. See this column G and I where we have applied the conditional formatting. Now let's understand the precedence of conditional formatting rules. What is precedence? It is the order in which the rules are applied on the column or on the table. Let's say I have this column. Here I can apply multiple conditional formatting rule. So which rule would take precedence or would be applied first, or which rule is more important? This will be determined by the conditional formatting rules precedence. To understand this better, let's try to recreate the rules which we applied in the initial part of the video to the revenue column. For that, let me first clear the rule. Initially, we applied duplicate values with the yellow fill and less than 3,000 with this. So once you apply this less than 3,000, we saw even if this is duplicate, this rule is overridden with the less than rule, and these rules are conflicting. What is conflicting? It means both the rules are doing similar formatting. In this example, The rule which is duplicate, it is applying a background color which is yellow. The rule which is less than 3000 is also applying a background color which is red. So out of these two rules, only one rule will take precedence, and that precedence would depend on where the rule is present in the precedence order. How to check that? Click on the revenue column, go to conditional formatting, click on manage rules. Here, this lists all the rules that are applied on the column. And if you see this less than 3000 rule with a red background, it is present on top, and the duplicate value rule is present below that. So the rule which is present on top will take precedence over the other rules. That's why, since these both are applying background color and the less than 3000 rule is present above, this cell are colored with red color. In case if these rules do not have any conflicts, both the rules will be applied. We will check that also. Now before that, let's understand how we can change the order of this rule. Click on this, and here you see this up and down button. So by clicking on move down, you can move this rule one step down in the precedence. So if I move down, this will come after the duplicate values rule. So first the duplicate value rule will take precedence. If I click apply, you see now the duplicate value rule has taken precedence and the background color has changed. Click OK. Let's explore the managed rules pop-up more. So once I click conditional formatting drop down and go to manage rule, here I can create a new rule by clicking on this new rule button. I can edit the rule. If I want to change the configuration I've made for existing rule, I can click on this. If I want to delete this rule, I can click on the delete button. These buttons are used to change the precedence of the rule. I can move the rule up or I can move the rule down. Clearing the conditional formatting. We have already seen how to clear it during this video, but let's go through it once again. If you want to remove all the rules that we have applied, we can do it by clearing conditional formatting. Let's say I want to remove the rules which I have applied on revenue column. I'll click on the revenue column, go to conditional formatting dropdown and clear rules. Here you have sub options like clear rule from selected cells. This will clear the conditional formatting rules from the cells which are selected. Clear rule from entire worksheet. So this will clear all the conditional formatting rules which is applied on the worksheet, and clear rules from this table. So this will clear the rule from the tabular data. So if I want, in this case, I want to remove the conditional formatting from the column selected cell. So I'll click on clear rule from selected cells. Once I click it, this will remove all the formatting from this. Now, I want to remove the formatting from this table. So just click on any cell, go to conditional formatting, clear rule and clear rule from this table. This will clear all the rules from the data table. Let's quickly understand how we can apply conditional formatting to a pivot table. Let me first create a pivot table. Click on any cell, go to insert menu, pivot table, from table or range option. Here I'll create a pivot table in a new worksheet. Click OK. Maybe I'll take the revenue details for category and region. So this pivot table is giving me revenue information by region, by category. I want to highlight those region and category where revenue is good in green color and where the revenue is less in red color. So I can apply a conditional formatting. Click on the range or select the range of cells where you want to apply conditional formatting. Go to home menu, click on conditional formatting. Let me give 3 color scale. So here this green color indicate the category and region where revenue is more, and red color indicates the category and region where revenue is less. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe my channel and let me know your comments in the comments area. Thank you.